Hey guys, so today's video is going to be all about airbrush makeup, and it's kind of a first impression slash review on the Dinair airbrush system. I just purchased this, well, I purchased it a while ago, but I just got it last week, and I've kind of been playing around with it. And basically I just wanted to talk about airbrush makeup, talk about what comes in this set if you do order from Dinair, and talk about just what I think about it. And also I will be showing clips of me trying the airbrush system for the first time, and in that clip you can kind of hear what I'm thinking as I'm applying it for the first time. So to start from the beginning, I am a freelance makeup artist. I do makeup for all occasions, and I have a ton of weddings coming up, and I personally have just never been into airbrush makeup. I just kind of think it's all hype, to be honest. Like, I don't really think it's as great as what people make it seem. From my experience with it, because I did used to work at a makeup studio before I started freelancing as my job, I really didn't think that there was that much of a difference between airbrush and regular, like, good foundation. I use the Graftobian HD cream foundation on all my clients, and I love that foundation. It never does me wrong. It works for all skin types, and it just is an overall really good foundation. It photographs really beautifully, and yeah, I love that foundation. So I just felt like I got the same effect with that than I did with airbrush, and every time I use it, clients always ask me what I'm using because they think that it looks so flawless on their skin. So I was like, why am I gonna spend all this money on an airbrush system when I literally get an airbrush effect with something that costs, like, I think it's like $70 for the palette that I get, maybe less actually. I can't remember, but I think it's less. So why am I gonna spend all this money on this airbrush system when I have this foundation that is just as good? But a lot of brides have been requesting airbrush, and a lot of brides do like airbrush, so I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna cave in and get my airbrush system, because, you know, if a bride wants it, then I have to have it, and I don't want to turn down clients because I don't have an airbrush system. I bought it, and I ended up going with the Dinair system because it's been around forever. I mean, its domain is airbrushmakeup.com. Like, if their domain is that, then you know they've been around for a long time. And I also felt like you got the most for your money. Comparing it to other systems, some of the systems were like almost $300 for just the airbrush gun and not even foundations. You know, so add on another $100 for a good range of foundations and you're at almost, you know, $400, and it's like crazy. So I ended up getting the Studio Pro Kit, I think it's called, on Dinair.com. And what I liked about this kit, and by the way, I'm not sponsored, nothing, like, I'm just making this just because I thought it would be helpful to other makeup artists out there. But I ended up getting the Studio Pro Kit, and I got that because it comes with the compressor, the gun, the long hose, and a bunch of other things that I'll get into in a second. So yeah, I guess let's go into what actually comes in the kit. So when you get the kit, you they give you a bunch of sheets. Like, this is like a practice sheet. It comes like this, and basically you just have to, like, replicate this pattern all the way down. I didn't do it because I was just like, I don't know, I didn't think I needed to. It comes with like a face chart, and then it comes with this as well. These are basically just all practice sheets, so if you have no idea what you're doing, it's very helpful in that way. You can practice and whatnot. It also comes with some sample stuff. Like, it came with like this sample, I think this is a blush. It comes with stencils because you can get eyeliner and eyebrow products as well. So it came with eyebrow stencils, which I don't think I'll ever use because personally I just would rather freehand an eyebrow. I don't like the stenciled look. So yeah, it comes with eyebrow stencils. It comes with, I believe this is eyeliner. Yeah, I think this is an eyeliner stencil pack. And then it also comes with an eyeshadow shield. It's just like a plastic little sheet that you can put under the eye if you're, you know, doing eyeshadow or whatever. Then it does come with this big plastic bag, and inside it is where I pretty much keep everything. So I ended up getting the pink compressor. The compressor is super small, like here it is compared to my hand. It's really small and cute, and that was really nice because I didn't want it to take up too much room in my freelance kit because I already have so much crap in there. So yeah, it comes with that. It also comes with the foundations, and you can pick up to 16 shades of foundation, blush, and like eyeliner colors. I just chose the 16 shades to go towards foundations because I just didn't, you know, I'd rather apply a powder blush and all that. So I just chose 16 foundation shades, and you can choose, I believe, from 2 different formulas. There's the Soft Glow formula, and then there's the Glamour formula. The Glamour formula is a little bit more lightweight. It's just more of like a natural finish. It's a little bit more dewy and doesn't have as much coverage, where the Soft Glow is more of a full coverage powder finish. And it's going to stay in place all day and going to give you a lot of great coverage. So I got most of the Soft Glow because I'm more of a full coverage girl, but I did get a few of the Glamour shades. I am storing the foundations in these mini little sandwich bags. I organized them by color from lightest to dark, and I just feel like these mini sandwich bags are a good way to store them because you can see all the bottoms, you can see all the colors, and it kind of keeps them in place. And then this one is a little less full, but it also came with the Moist and Dewy Sample Spray if you want to spray that on your client if they really like dewy skin. And it comes with the brush cleaner or the air gun cleaner, whatever you want to call it. It comes with the thing to plug in the compressor. And of course it comes with the gun, a cute little pink gun. And what else? This is a tool to clean it. There's instructions on how to do all of this. I'm not going to go into how to clean it and all that. It's very self-explanatory. If you do get the kit, there's instructions for everything. But yeah, this is used to clean the kit. And it also comes with a little bottle to use. You can fill it up with water and just kind of practice with water, or if you want to just kind of cleanse out the brush. Oh, I keep calling it a brush. If you want to cleanse out like the airbrush gun, you can use some water. And it also came with another sample, and this is like all the shades that they offer. So yeah, basically what I'm worried about today is just the foundations and the airbrush gun. So after using it a few times now, the clip that I'm going to be showing you of me applying it was a few days ago, and since then I've kind of played around with it a little bit more. And by the way, there probably are there probably are some other little things that I'm missing that come in the kit, but I just wanted to show you the main kit. So you get 16 foundation shades, the brush, the compressor, and all those little extra things for $2.99. So since I wasn't huge on the whole airbrush thing to begin with, I was like, I don't want to spend $400. I'd rather spend a little bit less and get more for my money. I don't know how often I was going to be using it, so I was like, you know what, I'm just going to go with this one. And I think you do get a lot of product for $299. I mean, that's a lot. And it was free shipping, so I mean, it's a pretty good deal. I already made that money back by doing one wedding, so like, I guess it was worth it, even though I was a little bit hesitant at first. Alright you guys, so I'm going to start this airbrush first impressions. Hopefully this goes well. So I decided I'm going to use the shades Golden Beige and a drop of Nutmeg, and I'm using the Soft Glow formula. The Soft Glow is more of a like matte powdery finish. I will go over in the beginning of the video the different formulas that I got and just the difference between them and whatnot. All the details would be at the beginning of the video. This is just going to be my first impressions. So I'm going to take the gun, and you actually want to make sure you really shake the foundation. So I'm going to give it a good shake. And I'm going to take about 5 drops of the golden beige color. Whoa. So I'm going to take about, whoa, this is like dropping. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I took 5 drops of that. And then I'm going to take a drop of the nutmeg. And 1. And if you want to mix it together, what you can do is put your finger on the hole where the air comes out. Well, first make sure the machine is on. I'm going to make sure it's pretty low. Okay, and I'm just going to just mix up the foundation. I'm going to just press the lever backwards just to kind of mix it up, okay? So now it's all mixed up. It kind of mixes up in this thing when the air gets pushed back in if you put your finger over this. So I'm going to push the lever back a little bit and just start doing this. So I'm doing circular little motions, by the way, if you can tell, just to kind of get the foundation evenly distributed throughout my face. So yeah, I'm going to continue. I finished what was in this little spot here. And I'm just trying to see what the coverage is, like, after those 6 drops. And I don't know, I definitely need a lot more coverage. It's very lightweight. So yeah, I'm gonna go back in with another layer. I definitely need another layer of this for sure. So I'm gonna go back in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm just gonna do the 5 drops of the lighter shade, the golden beige shade, and I'm gonna try this again.
It's hard for me to look into your eyes when I say that I would be nothing with your love.
Okay, so I finished up what was in this second round of foundation, and I definitely see a lot more coverage. Yeah. I don't know how I feel about it. I mean, it definitely looks good on the skin, like, for sure. But I don't know. It's just so lightweight. Like, well, I will say this. You literally feel like there's nothing on your skin. Like, it feels so lightweight. Like, I feel like I have moisturizer on. That's it. But I don't know. It definitely looks good. It definitely looks good. It's just, I'm so used to full coverage on me that it's just going to take some getting used to. I do want to add just a few more drops to add just to my neck to make sure it all blends. So I'm going to do that. But so far, I'm impressed. I think you got to hold it, I would say about 5 inches from your face and just do little circles. I find that that works. I also started going like back and forth like this to get more coverage in this area, but I brought the gun a little bit closer because I have a blemish here and it did hide it pretty well. So if you do have some spots that you have issues with, you can just bring the brush a little bit closer, or the gun rather. But yeah, I'm just gonna blend it onto my neck and then I'll be right back. Overall, I have to say it is a pretty good machine. I do like it. I like that it's very small. It does give a really beautiful finish. At first, I was a little like not sure how I felt about it because I felt like it took 2 tries to really get the coverage that I was looking for, and it is very lightweight. It's not what I'm used to. I mean, I'm used to full coverage, you know, and being in control and applying foundation with a brush and a sponge, and yeah, it was just different. It was just different. If you are a freelance makeup artist and you're not sure on whether or not you should invest in one for your freelance kit, I say just go for it, because you know, you're always gonna have a client that requests it. I mean, especially brides always want it. And even though you may not think there's a huge difference, you know, they just want, I think it's more of a glamorous experience. I think that's why people like it. It's just, I don't know, you're getting airbrush makeup, like it just seems so glamorous. And it is very long lasting, I will say that, because it is water, I believe these are water based. Am I wrong? Well, it's water resistant, so I think it's water based. Most water based foundations do last pretty long, and also it's water resistant, so it is gonna last all night and all day. So yeah, that's like my overall thoughts about it. I definitely think it's great because it is long lasting. It's very easy to assemble. Everything is pretty self-explanatory. It's not as intimidating as it may seem. The only annoying part and the only con for me is that I feel like it's not very convenient. Like, you know, it's one thing to just pump out some foundation, get your sponge, and start putting it on your client or on yourself, whatever it may be. But to have to put together this thing, like put the hose in and the gun and clean it and pick the foundation, drop it in, you know, test it out, you know, it does take extra time. And for me, you know, when I do weddings, for bridal parties, makeup for bridal parties, I'm on a time crunch and I can't be dilly-dallying, like trying to, you know, play around with this thing. You know, I need it to be quick. So that is one thing that is kind of annoying, is just the assembling and deassembling and cleaning in between each use. Like, I mean, you don't have to deassemble it between each use, but the cleaning and stuff, like, it's just a lot easier to use foundation, like regular foundation, if you're on a time crunch and you have a bunch of makeup to do. So that is the one thing about it that I don't like, but overall my thoughts about it are good. So I hope this video was helpful, and hopefully if you were thinking about getting one, maybe now you have a better idea of whether you should. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching my video, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.